Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Brad, what's up, big dog? How we doing?
Doing great, AB. Happy Gooner game day for all the fellow fans. Excited to be here on a Wednesday, giving out picks, talking sports. Let's get right to it.
Nice, man. Let's get into it indeed. All right. Let's take a look at yesterday. Oh, 1-2 again. I'm telling you, I'm getting kicked out here in the teeth. UConn -5.5. They win by 5. Hurley, are you going soft on us, bro? The hell is the matter with you? You can't cover anymore? No, I'm just kidding. It was a good win for UConn. They won by 5, though. We lose by the hook. Tennessee gets the win in double overtime against Texas A&M, and Louisville gets smoked by Virginia. So 1-2. We continue. Great college basketball. Now, we're going to talk about it today because guess what? All those 12.5 spreads, yeah, they're all back. They're all back. So fantastic. That's what we get to jump into today. All right. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, Brad, let it rip.
We're going to this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Central Time in the Germany Bundesliga. Das Bundesliga. Get your sausages and your pints for Leipzig taking on Freiburg. We're looking for just 3 total goals, which has hit in 13 of the last 14 right now in the Germany Bundesliga. Got that at -135. But not only is it trending in the Bundesliga, it trends for Leipzig, specifically at home. 10 of the last 12 at home and 9 of their last 11 overall. They're hitting over 2.5. When they hit over 2.5, you typically see it happen with one team. In 13 of the last 14, it's seen one team hit 3 instead of trying to get both teams to score. We're just looking for that 3, which is also happening with Freiburg on the away end in 19 of their last 25. They smash those totals. It also smashes in this matchup history, but specifically with Leipzig at home. Leipzig at home. That's where we like the total goals. We're just looking for 3, and I got that at -135.
Nice, man. All right. College basketball here and some NBA mixed in. North Carolina, money line. I don't trust you fools with a spread, even if it is 1.5 or whatever you want it to be. I don't trust you, but I do trust you on the money line. Now, ETSU, you want to talk about a basketball program. East Tennessee State. You think I'm kidding? I think they'd smoke North Carolina right now. I don't think the Tar Heels want any of that. Soft. I'm just kidding. I'm still mad about UConn. Come on, Hurley. Come on, Hurley. I thought you were a man. What a scrub. All right, North Carolina money line, ETSU money line, +115. Aaron Gordon, Nuggets, over 1.5. It's supposed to say 3s, but I can't type. So there we go. It's that kind of a day. Not really. Vanderbilt money line, Kentucky. All right, you want to talk about a program that sucks. Kentucky basketball. For real. Slaw. I'll tell you how bad it is, and I'm not kidding about this. Kentucky's basketball coach made a I'm going to check myself out joke the other day. Yeah. At the press conference. He let that fly. So, yeah, Brian, no, we do not trust Kentucky. However, we got to roll with them tonight. If there's any time, if anyone in Lexington, Kentucky has any heart, any of it, you can win this game. But I think you're a bunch of clowns. Maybe that'll motivate them. I don't know. But they've got way too much talent to suck like this. So you better get your ass in gear, Kentucky. Because I assure you this, Mark Pope, or whatever he wants to be, the savior, yeah, guess what? They'll run your stupid ass out of town. Quickly. You're a loser. That's what you are. Face it. You suck. I mean, when are we going to get it in gear? When are you going to get your asses in gear? Or do you? We're going to find out. But this is a gut check time for Kentucky because I'm calling every one of you out. I think you're soft. Soft. S-O-F-T. We're going to find out. I don't want to hear any crying out of Lexington either. If you go up and get whooped, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear from the Blue Mist. Don't want to hear from any of it. Get your ass in gear. There we go. You want some picks? You got some picks. Now, let's jump into it. Some teams that aren't embarrassing. Purdue, 10.5-point favorites, 15-1. 5-0 in the Big Ten. Again, another 10.5 spread. So do what you do with double digits. Ole Miss and Georgia, again, 10.5-point spread. What are you going to do? You rolling Ole Miss? Yeah, Tony, I'm right there with you. I can't give up 10. Every game? We go do this every game. 10.5? No. So my question is this. Who's going underdogs? Seriously. Illinois Northwestern. Another one you're going to need double digits. Total 152.5. Vanderbilt, Texas. Vanderbilt 16-0. Hey, Kentucky. You want to see what a basketball program looks like? Here you go. Because it sure ain't you. That feel good, Kentucky fans? Y'all been wearing people out for 20 years, haven't you? How's it feel? Y'all sorry ass. You like that? You're not even a program. Nobody cares about you. How's that feel? I'm in a mood today. I'm sick of watching this crap. To be honest with you. I'm tired of watching bad basketball already. We're going to find out. I don't know about Texas tonight, but I also don't know about Vanderbilt. They're due for a loss. They're 16-0. It's going to happen. Did you see Iowa State last night? It's going to happen. Brian, any luck with your tire? No. That's also driving me crazy today. North Carolina and Stanford. North Carolina, 2.5-point favorites. Now, here's the problem, Brad. College sports is ran by, I don't know, a Jenga board. Why is North Carolina traveling to Stanford? I get it. We're in the ACC. This is a clown show. So you've got North Carolina on a Wednesday traveling 3,000 miles with school tomorrow. What do you do with that?
School.
Go ahead.
School. I'm just laughing at what they are now. They're athletes. They're not in class.
Yeah, we've got to quit this college stuff. We got to figure this out because we're still playing college football. They're playing 20 games now. Yeah. So anyways, North Carolina's traveling 3,000 miles tonight. Utah and Texas Tech. Here you go. Texas Tech, 17.5-point favorites. I'm in a mood, man. I'm really getting tired of watching this. I'm going to be honest with you. Here you go. 17.5-point favorite. So do what you do. 18 points in college basketball. So South Carolina and Arkansas, 10.5-point favorites. Keep going. You're betting on crap. I'm just telling you right now. You're betting on shit. Nevada and Utah State. Utah State, 12.5-point favorite. Keep going. Keep going. Arizona State and Arizona. There you go. 21.5-point favorites. That's conference play. That's rivalry play. So, anybody rolling 21.5? Anybody want a piece of that? How about Michigan on the road at Washington? 12.5-point favorites. There you go. I'm telling you, you're betting on garbage today. So be careful with that. Keep going. Duke, California. Duke, a 12.5-point favorite. North Carolina and Duke are both traveling 3,000 miles on a Wednesday. So add that in as well. Because, nothing says the Atlantic coast like Cal. Because that was intelligent. Very smart. TCU and BYU. BYU, 11.5-point favorites. What do you want? For real. Like anybody, is there anybody that's saying, I'm going to take TCU plus 2,000, California plus 400, Arizona State plus a mortgage, and why would you not do this? Keep going. I tell you what, let's track the top 25 tonight. I would be looking at a lot of first half bets. I would be doing that because these people don't care at the end of games. So there you go. That's for betting on. Brad, what do you got?
We're going to the Germany Bundesliga this afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Leipzig or Leipzig, however you want to say it, is taking on Freiburg or Freiburg, however you want to say it. The over 2.5 goals is what we're looking for, and I got that at minus 135.
There we go. North Carolina money line, ETSU money line. Does anyone have any heart? Aaron Gordon, do you have arms? Minus 115. Over 1.5 threes. Apologies, I didn't write threes. Vanderbilt money line, Kentucky money line, plus 115. You already know. Brad, what do we got on the board there? Talk to me.
We got a bit of a look ahead for the crew on Monday. And you know what happens on Monday. Our bets get bet into oblivion. So if you like a match, you might want to get it in a little bit early, which is exactly what we're doing in the English Premier League. We're looking at our boys, Bournemouth. And we've talked about Bournemouth away from home. Absolute smashers to that over 2.5 goals. And the line is sitting at minus 118 at Bet365, sitting at minus 130 on DraftKings. What I expect on Monday is that this line will not be available anymore. That's just my best guess. So if you want to join me on Monday, you'll see this pick on Monday. Join us now, probably, in order to potentially get this line. But we'll be back on Monday to deliver this exact same pick.
Nice. Good work, man. All right. Let's talk about the NBA. I'm sure none of these people will be playing by the time we get there tonight, but we'll talk about it indeed, because why not? Raptors and the Pacers. Raptors 2.5-point favorites on the road, total of 222.5. Something playable. Finally, in anything. Cavs and the 76ers. Here you go. 76ers, 1.5-point favorites. Total 237.5. Jazz and the Bulls. Bulls, 2.5-point favorites. Total of 242.5. You could bet on this. America will let you bet on this.
Indiana let you go for $4.
Yeah. And they should get 5 to 10 years in prison for charging that. The Nets and the Pelicans. This should be free. Nets a 2.5-point favorite, total 227.5. Nuggets and the Mavericks. A decent game. Nuggets, 1.5-point favorites. We'll find out if Aaron Gordon has arms, wants to play tonight, gives, cares. Let's find out. Knicks and the Kings. Can't say anything negative about the Knicks. You won't find that here. Maybe one of the 4 teams in the NBA that actually cares. So you can bet on that. Wizards and the Clippers. Clippers 12.5-point favorites. They're 16-23. Let me say that again. The Clippers are 16-23, and you're going to need 13 points to cover. What are you doing? You betting on that over at 224.5? So that's what you have today. Enjoy. Because you're going to need to cover a lot tonight. Brad, I throw it over to you. I'm being way overly negative. I woke up on the wrongs. Actually, I just didn't sleep last night. And I'm absolutely feeling it now. Any thoughts? How was your sleep last night?
Sleep wasn't too bad, I say. I slept more than normal. Just rushed for normal morning daycare stuff, but the slate is loaded for soccer. We got Dutch Cup. We got Germany Bundesliga. The Swiss Super League is back. Tons of stuff going on. Lots to look at live, like Bayern Munich on that over 2.5. If you can get that 3, I'll be there this afternoon. They've hit it in 30 straight matches. There's just a lot going on in our sport, specifically today, with a lot of leagues returning and putting forth a lot of games having to put in cup matches in between, which then pushes matches fast and furious. You've also got an EFL Cup semifinal match today with Chelsea taking on Arsenal. Popcorn match, not even sure who's going to be in the lineup for both teams type of situation, which is what we also saw yesterday for Newcastle and Manchester City. A lot going on in soccer. If you got any questions, pop them in the chat. Happy to answer.
Beautiful, man. All right, what do you got?
The Germany Bundesliga. Speaking of Leipzig taking on Freiburg, we're looking for 3 total goals, -135, very generous line for a line that's hit in 13 of the last 14 Germany Bundesliga matches and 10 of the last 12 with Leipzig at home and 3 of 3 versus Freiburg. So we're going 4 goals where Leipzig has done it 3 straight, have scored 3+ against Freiburg. So we're looking to smash that at 1:30 p.m. Central Time this afternoon.
Nice. All right. North Carolina money line, ETSU money line, +115. Aaron Gordon over 1.5 threes, -115. Vanderbilt money line, Kentucky money line, +115. All right, we're going to get out of here. Brad, we'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Any final thoughts? I got nothing. Look, I'm not in a good mood today. I apologize to everybody. I'm not. I'm tired of betting on garbage. I'm tired of watching garbage. And this is garbage sports that we have right now. And I'm very sick of it. I'm not a fan of watching garbage. I don't like wasting my time. I don't like it. It really, really, really gets on my nerves. So I would really appreciate if we get some people to actually flip and try, right? Let's play 60 minutes, all right? The rest of us are doing our jobs. How about you get you off your ass and go do something? Sorry. It's frustrating. It's frustrating watching this because it's garbage. We're watching and betting and losing money on garbage. College sports has turned into garbage, bro. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. This NIL thing right now, and I'm a part of it. College sports going to have to figure this out now. Because this thing's getting out of control. And I'm serious, man. Like, I'm not complaining because I didn't have a good night. No. We're watching garbage. It's bad. You'll get a good game here and there, but I'm for real. Look, and I'm for college players getting paid, but y'all going to have to figure this out. That bowl game thing was embarrassing. And college basketball's turning into the exact same thing, if not worse. And I'm getting sick of watching it. I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. It hurts me that I'm getting tired of watching sports. But I'm getting tired of watching sports. It's getting old. Now, the NFL playoffs have stepped up. I got to give them credit on that. But
American sports, they need change. One specific change. And it's glaringly obvious. When you look at American soccer versus the world soccer, the one difference is you can be promoted and you can be relegated, which means you have to perform. You can't sit it out or you're done. You're gone from the entire league. And when American sports continue to coddle their athletes, what they do with this type of system, it coddles players. It allows them to say, it's okay. I can take the night off. There's always tomorrow. I'm not going to be paid nothing or changed differently. Everything's good. I got my contract structure in place. No problems here at all. That's not the same in the world of football. And that's why we always look, again, at league football from around the world, because we know in league football, 100% action. You can't say that for American sports.
No. And college sports are out of control. And I was the one leading the charge for players to get paid because they deserve it. I fully believe that. But this has gotten out of hand. Dude, I'm just telling you right now, like, people in college that are sitting out of games as holdouts are happening. Game by game, holdouts are happening. Look, you're going to have to get a hold of this, and you're going to have to get a union. And look, we could go down that road, and there are all kinds of conversations. But in professional sports, you're going to have to do it. Because the one thing that you can't have are these games where people are just tanking it off. People think that people won't find other things to do. But look, I apologize to everybody. I am not in a good mood today, and I usually am, and I apologize for that. But I love sports, and it's really getting on my nerves. I'm getting tired of hearing about people's money. I'm getting tired of hearing about how much people want, and I get it. Look, again, I am not against people getting paid. I am 1,000,000,000% for that. Free market economy, baby, go. But you have to finish games in the league. You have to finish, okay? And that's where we're at. We saw it in the bowl games, and I'm seeing it in college basketball. The last 4 minutes of these games, I don't know. Look, I didn't mean to go on this rant today, but it's getting old. It's getting real old because let me tell you this, man. People in real life are dealing with real things now. All right? I don't really care about if Alabama's quarterback's going to get $5.5 million or $6 million. and him complaining about it. Don't care. Okay? We live in a state here in Tennessee where there's a professional sports team ran by a woman who lives in Houston. That's a problem. You're the worst team in the league. And you don't even have time to spend in the city where your team is? Now I'm going on for a whole other rant, but I don't know. I'll stop there. I'm not in a good mood. I apologize again. It's usually not like this, but I'm getting tired of watching it, man. I'm getting tired of watching it. Let it rip, man. What do you got? I think you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. There's I don't know if it's a garage or a garbage can. Something's going on out there. Leipzig versus Freiburg in the Germany Bundesliga today at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. 3 total goals is what we're after, and the line we got is -135.
Nice. North Carolina money line, ETSU money line +115. Aaron Gordon over 1.5 threes -115. Vanderbilt money line, Kentucky money line +115. Jeff says, I've been wanting to say that about Amy. I used to work for Amy Adams. And look, I worked for that organization, and I can tell you with 100% fact that a paycheck from the Tennessee Titans on the paycheck is titled Houston Football Inc. with a Houston, Texas address. That's a problem. Okay? You let Mike Vrabel go like an idiot because you don't know what you're doing. Because the only reason that you own a team, Amy Adams Strunk, is because you hit the genetic lottery and you were born with the right last name. You've never had a job. If you didn't have that last name, you couldn't even get a marketing assistant job in the NFL. And I say that as someone who worked in the NFL. People need to start putting in work. It's getting old. All right, we'll get out of here, man. I apologize again. Everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. I promise I'll be in a better mood. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. See you soon. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.